Gentlemen, welcome to the episode 1 of the Moochi Peachy. Wait, what was the name? Friday Night Fright. Yes, Friday Night Fright. Tonight, we're pleased to bring on our guests, Echoes, and Professor Yui. So, if you don't mind, can we have a little introduction, Echo?
Hi, I'm Echo. I'm an anime artist. I also like to play League of Legends on Twitch. So I be Engi all the time.
I'm Professor Yui. I have a degree in medical stuff, and I've been a doctor for 25 years.
No fuck.
Yeah, that's about it, really. Just
Amazing.
love being a doctor.
Wonderful. Welcome. I quite admire the little glass that you have over there.
Yeah, like it's a big one. I gotta drink a lot of it.
Good, wonderful. Anyways, do we introduce ourselves too, Moochi, or like is that pointless?
I guess we should, huh? Since it's our first time on Yui's stream.
Oh, you is streaming? Oh,
Yeah,
sheesh.
Yui's also streaming.
Yeah, I didn't put them.
All right. Hello everyone. My name is JDrizzle69. I stream just chatting on League of Legends, and I have anger management issues. It's nice to meet you all. Happy to be here.
Hi everyone, I'm Moochi Peachy. Many of you know me and probably hate me a lot. And I'm a professional feet model, a professional scammer, and I'm so excited for tonight's stream. Yay!
Sheesh! Okay. So tonight the topic that we're discussing is mostly like, horror stuff related. And I guess wait, I guess the question that we had for Cam, should we ask that like to Aiko? Like what do we do? I'm looking at
I guess we were gonna ask her to discuss, like, because she's a law student, we're gonna ask her to like discuss some fucked up cases and case studies she dealt with. I guess we can still talk about like true crimes and like what is the most fucked up like crime you ever heard of or you've seen, stuff like
I
that.
heard of this one, like it was a Japanese case, and it's like from a while ago. It was like a high schooler, I think. She was abducted by a bunch of like Japanese high school kids, and then she was held hostage in like an apartment, and she was basically like tortured to death. And at one point, like the parent of one of the Japanese kids was like, "You should just go, just leave," and then she was like, "No." But I forgot the name. Sorry, I didn't really like prepare this case study. I didn't think, But let me look this up.
Yeah, I think I know. They put her in like the little barrel, right, after she died. Didn't
yeah.
They did
some like fucked up shit to her body afterwards. And then they were just like basically raping her over and over again, like torturing her. And then it was like pretty fucked up. But yeah, that's like the only true crime that I can think of on the spot at the moment. I think do some quick research.
Yeah, I don't think the people like they got charged, but I think the people that went to jail are free right now. They're just walking free. They went to jail for like a couple of years, I think.
Seriously? It's kind of messed up.
That is.
There's one that's even more fucked up. It's on YouTube. I watched it like a while ago when I was like 15. But this is with even more girls. The dude, he basically captured 3 different girls at like the ages of like 5 to 8, and he just chained them all up in his house. And yeah, no, he would do very bad things. And one of them, he would impregnate her throughout 15 years of her being kidnapped. And I think eventually they kind of somehow broke out. Wait, no, the thing is, he would impregnate her and over throughout the 15 years they were kidnapped, and he would kill the baby every time.
What the fuck?
Yeah, no, it gets really. I think if I look back at it, it's even more. The details are even more fucked.
Is it an American case? Is it an American?
Yeah, I think it's an American. All 3 of the girls have a book. They read about it now.
Is it the Amanda Berry case?
Let me see. Maybe they all were chained up.
Where like the neighbor, the neighbor that heard her screaming, and then
it could be.
I think it's that one.
Those 3 different girls that were captured. Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. There's 3 different girls.
Amanda Berry, Michelle Knight.
Yeah,
I don't know the other lady's name, but.
Yeah, this dude was.
That was fact out, indeed.
Is Professor Yui doing some like live research right now?
I'm
Yeah, no,
doing
no. So
some
yeah, no.
live
The guy
research.
did literally just he liked one of them more than the other ones. He treated her as like his girlfriend in a way, well forced her in a sense. So he'd like have her nice a room for her, while the other two were just like chained up in like this weird creepy basement. But the one he kind of would impregnate over and over again, he kind of had a nicer room for her, and he would try and convince for her to be his girlfriend.
Volcano?
Yeah, but that would never happen. And he would
Okay.
just non-stop kill the baby over and over again every time he did get one.
Damn.
That's about all I know.
No, I
but
think he raised one of the girls.
He
Like one
raised
of the.
one of them.
I think he raised one kid, one or two.
I-
I'm pretty
He
sure.
probably died though.
Yeah.
That's fucking wild.
That's like really scary how you can get kidnapped and like you can be like your
Yeah, their
neighbors
whole
will have
life.
no clue that there's a person kidnapped next to the
Yeah.
house. Oh.
Wait, there's 3 girls in this
How
basement.
do you get kidnapped for 15 years and you like never have?
I
one
think
single
I'm not
chance to
sure
get
if
away?
it's just an approximate, but it might be even longer. It's like their whole life, like in their 30s when they escaped. It might be
Right.
longer
That'd be
actually.
crazy.
Was this guy like with her the whole entire time while she was kidnapped? Like there has to be times where this
Oh.
guy had to go outside
Well,
and like run errands,
they-
right?
Well, they were all chained up. That's the thing. They
Mm.
completely chained up, and the windows, I'm pretty sure they were like covered in like wood and stuff. And wait, Stable says apparently he would let them sometimes try and escape, so he would catch them and beat them. It was like a game for him
Holy
as
shit.
well. Yeah.
But like reading these true crime stories just make me wonder, like, really, like, why didn't they just escape?
Just escape, just
Why
get
did
out
they
the chain
do?
locks and just walk out.
Why don't they just get help?
Why
Like,
don't they just, like,
Yeah,
leave.
it's kind of
Just
silly.
Just don't get kidnapped. Just like
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah, just don't get kidnapped, man.
No, but it's especially those stories like where they get kidnapped for 15 years and you like they can't find one single chance to like just slip away or like cry for help.
The thing is, I think the one that he was supposed to like the girlfriend kind of one that he saw as a girlfriend, I think she kind of started to gain some sort of feeling because the amount of times he would yeah, she had some sort of feelings for a little bit of the process because he would impregnate her and shit, and she wanted to find love because she would never have love in her life, so it was the closest thing she could have to love in
Stockholm.
a sense.
Yeah.
So she would kind of be forced into actually kind of liking him.
I
Yeah.
think she also like helped him kill some of the victims,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But
yeah.
she said in an interview that she did it to survive, and I think that was Amanda Berry, the one that escaped finally. Like she got a neighbor. Sheesh.
Any other crazy cases you guys have read about?
Oh, okay, Jackie. Have you ever heard of the video "2 Guys, 1 Hammer" or "3 Guys, 1
I've heard
Hammer"?
of 2 girls, 1 cup.
Oh,
I heard that
I
version.
That's kind of kinky. 2 guys, 1 hammer.
I mean, it's actually really
It's
sad.
a lot
It's
worse
like
than
in
King
Russia, there's like 2 teenage guys. They killed over like 20 people, more than 20. They killed a shit ton of people, and then they recorded killing this old guy who was like a cancer survivor, and they like pretty much like videotaped killing him with like a screwdriver. It was really fucked up, and like he couldn't like talk because he had like a thing here. I don't know what you call it. So he couldn't like make noises while he was being killed. What is that on the throat? What do you call it?
Gag ball, bro. I don't.
But like
They're
yeah,
pushing
he
the
yeah.
air hole, right?
Yeah, he had that, so it's really sad, and like he was on his way to see like his grandkids, and then they just killed him with a hammer and a screwdriver. And I was like reading about that case, and like one of the kids, they wanted to kill their parents so they could like do crimes in their house, and they're like from really rich families and shit. And then the parents, they're like so stupid. They're just like, well, you know, my kids, they would never do such thing, even though there's like videos of them committing the crimes, like killing animals. And then they were still like, oh no, my kid is so innocent. And I think there was like 3 guys. One didn't kill, but the 2 of them did, and one of the guys actually like got out like recently, and he has like a family and stuff. So
Bro.
Wait, Moochi, doesn't that link into like a whole bigger thing than just that one free hammer, free guys thing? Because I'm pretty sure that group of people, they made a lot more videos than just that video.
Yeah,
had an
yeah,
entire
they made
website
like
of-
animal killings, like a lot
Yeah.
of more killing. They,
Um,
I think they
I remember I
recorded
watched- yeah.
3 videos.
No, that was the website was full of no. It had a lot more. That was so many.
It says
There were
right
so
here, it
many.
says one pregnant woman had her fetus cut from
Oh
her
yeah,
womb.
yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
what the
Is that the one where they got trapped? The three girls one?
No, this
No.
is the same two
Oh,
hammers.
okay.
Yeah, the same
Or
guys.
whatever.
They like
2
rip
guys,
the
1
fetus
hammer.
out. Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh.
Wait, are they the
How?
Wait, are they the
What
guys that I saw a video where 3 guys chopped their dicks off like straight up? Is that linked into that? Because it was in the same Russian website. I'm pretty sure like they have loads of shit like that.
I'm guessing it's like different people like posting in the
Might
same
be.
website. Yeah, because I think they only recorded themselves killing 3 people and like bunch of animals and stuff. Oh, sheesh,
2
there's 2
Jackies.
Jackies.
I'm trying to
Oh.
zoom in on my cam. I don't know how to do it. I can't.
There's so many of Jack.
Just do it too.
Fancy.
I don't fucking know, mate. Anyways, yeah. Any other case studies, ladies and gentlemen?
That's the main one that comes to the top of my head because that's like the most fucked up one, I guess. Isn't that, yeah, that is Pain Olympics, but doesn't that link into the what
Pain
about Echo?
Olympics? Why are we talking about Pain Olympics? Wait a minute. What the fuck?
Yeah, what is a pain Olympic?
Dude,
Yo, Google it, Moochi. Google it right now. Let's see your reaction.
Okay.
Go, do
Okay.
it incognito. Do it incognito.
that stuff is you can still look at that stuff. There's no
That's
way.
my one piece of advice for you. Echo, you too. If you haven't heard of Pain Olympics,
Go ahead and put up on stream.
Pain Olympics.
yes.
I don't think the website's up anymore. There's no way it can be up.
Okay, there's like a urban dictionary.
Damn. Link the
No.
website, Professor Louis.
Sheesh.
Yeah, I think that's the website it was
Hi,
happening
Chelsea.
on. It
How are
or
you?
that was the video name of the 3 dudes cutting their peepees off.
Not
There's
just
a-
like cutting their peepees up, is like they do a bunch of crazy shit to their peepee, like put a like a little fucking safety pin like through their foreskin, or like I don't know,
Foreskin?
I think
crazy shit.
I think an even worse one was not even them cutting the peepees off. There was one video on their website where a guy shoves an entire banana inside of the peepee, bro, for the hole.
Dude,
That is
how many drugs do you gotta be on to do that shit?
just a little
How
bit
much,
motherfucking-
like, did they get paid like millions to do that?
No, they're probably getting tortured. Just like I think that's why I think it links into a story. They're probably there getting forced to do this shit. There's no way someone intentionally does that, dude.
I don't
Because
know.
they'll
Like,
kill you.
there
That
might
kills
be.
you. There might be.
There might be people who are into that. I don't know, Yui. You ever want to shove a banana into your dick hole?
I get the full once in a while maybe, but
Yeah.
it depends on the size of the banana really.
Depends
Wait,
on the size of
depends-
the tiny little
Yeah,
plantain.
and the day of the week, maybe on a Wednesday.
And how ripe it is, you know, the brown
Yeah,
spots.
like are we talking
Yeah.
about like the green banana that's still like nice and rock hard?
You know what,
Are we
I like
talking
the
about,
color
the
green.
bright-
Oh,
If it's green, it's good
Chubby
to go.
ones.
To be honest.
The little chubby ones.
Show
Are we
them.
Oh,
talking about like
yeah.
the brownie
Sew
ones
them
that's,
back
like,
on?
nice and soft and, like,
No, I found the
all-
brown ones. Green and ripe. Green and ripe. No, ripe is yellow, isn't it? Just green, full on green, like Shrek looking.
Oh
Mm.
my god, that's funny. Wait, someone said that you would be surprised what people put in their PP for pleasure. What do people put in their PP?
That hurts, dude.
And
What?
that's just,
It gives you
off
pleasure?
topic, but I do want to know, like, what do men put in their PP?
Bro, I've not put any.
Wait,
Like that shit hurts.
Actually,
like,
someone posted a video in my Discord of a guy like stinging his dick with bees in the not safe for
Oh
work.
no, I saw that. One of
I
my
gotta try
friends was
that,
like, what the
man.
fuck is this?
I saw someone put like their entire dick on a mouse trap, and like one with like a drill, like drilling his dick, literally. I think they
What?
really like it. I don't think.
You
I
guys
feel
are
like
giving me
they
too many ideas
genuinely
now.
enjoy all this shit.
Yeah,
Men
I'm
build
sure there are
different.
people that, yeah, there must be people that like that shit, but that's wild.
How are you,
but
Gucci? Are you
anyways,
streaming
shall
today?
we move on to the conspiracy theory? Unless anyone has more case studies.
Oh wait, I was gonna tell you about the someone mentioned on Yui's chat about the Netflix thing called "Don't Fuck with Cats." Did you watch it?
Nope, what is it?
Do you know who Luca Magnotta is?
Bro, everyone says I look like him. It's so annoying.
No, ma'am. Who is that?
He's a serial killer from Canada, and what he would like post videos of him like torturing really cute cats, and then he finally like killed a Chinese exchange student, and wait, isn't he getting out? I heard he's getting out, or did he get life in prison? I don't know. But yeah, dude, like in the Netflix thing, they actually like showed him like killing the little cats, and like there's like this one cat, like its little face is just like it's like never leaving my mind. It's when he like tied the cat up with the broom and he like drowned it, and like I just like remember its little face, like it was so terrified. And the sad thing is, yeah, and you know the most sad thing is like netizens, like people online, like they figured out who the person was, but the police just didn't give a fuck. And then the police like they caught him after it was too late, after he killed a guy and chopped him up.
It was a dog that they found in the bin.
I think he killed cats, dogs.
Yeah.
He put cats in vacuum bags and
dog or the body really badly, and he just left the bins outside, I think, and the smell was just too much, so he got investigated. I think that's what.
Dude, like so fucked up, man.
Okay. It was a guy. He lured the guy in from Craigslist. Okay.
Yeah, and he like videotaped himself killing him. He killed him with an ice pick, right?
Yeah. I think so. It's not
like that
good.
Sharon Stone movie. You guys know what I'm talking about?
Which
Wait,
one?
bro, what's the fuck? How do you kill someone with an ice pick? How many times do you have to?
Like when the girl was riding the cock and then she like pull out a fucking like ice picks and bam, bam.
I think it might be inspired by the case, actually.
You think?
I think so.
Wait, so this case happened before the movie? Because the movie is like an old ass movie. The movie was like came out like when I was little.
Oh, but I don't know. But I know like that the killing inspired a lot of stuff, and it's just
inspired.
And you know the fucked up thing? He put little cats in front of like a big ass snake, and the snake. Oh my god! You know the snake did.
Oh my god. Yeah.
Like he would like starve the shit out of his little snake, and then you know like it has to survive, and it was just like he did so many fucked up shit.
Yo, I don't understand what the fuck is wrong with like oh my god, like killing people. I understand like people suck. Like, killing cats, come on, bro. Like
they're so cute. Like come on, little kittens. Like sheesh, like actual monsters. Fact up. Fact up.
Well, anyways, moving on from the sad true crime cases and all the poor kittens, R.I.P. Let's talk about conspiracy theory. This is a subject that I'm not very well versed with.
I'm gonna drop the bomb straight away. My favorite conspiracy theory, bro. It's not even a conspiracy theory because there's literal video evidence of this. Bohemian Grave and how politicians and celebrities, they all group up, do a little drugs and have a gangbang orgy and sacrifice kids to an owl god. That is my favorite conspiracy theory. Has anyone heard of Bohemian Grove ritual thingy? They worship an owl god, and it's just a bunch of like politicians and celebrities and shit.
Like who? Like who? Drop some names. Drop some names.
Like some Scientology shit. Like what?
Just look up Bohemian. Wait, I'll show you a picture. Wait, look up Bohemian Grove. Type this in like Google Images, and here. Just type that in, and this is all just like famous politicians and celebrities. They just meet up and sacrifice children and do some weird rituals to some weird owl god. I don't think this is even like this is not even conspiracy theory. There's literal like video evidence of this. Alex Jones literally recorded this like 20 years ago apparently. There's a video of him there. Are we living in
Crazy.
I feel like politicians like sacrificing like kids and stuff is really common. I heard of a case in Mexico where like some gang, they like sacrifice, like they like cut up a tourist as like a sacrifice, so like their gang like runs like, you know, properly and stuff, and it's like such a common thing. And I heard it. Oh my god, Jack, you remember I told you about the Hillary Clinton video?
Oh my god, I don't want to. I don't.
What?
Which? Oh my god, no. No.
Pretty much. There's a video of Hillary Clinton where he like cuts up a little girl's face. She puts it on her face and she starts dancing. Like she's like,
wait,
what?
Like a cake or like an actual?
It's an actual child.
Oh, because I remember I saw a video of like famous celebrities. They have like this cake that's like looks like a child, like super looking like a child or a human. They cut it up and eat it. I don't know. She actually. Okay,
I
that's
think
insane.
it might be all related somehow. Cause
Yeah, probably.
do you know Ellen DeGeneres? That's how
Yeah.
she was wearing like a shirt of like that Hillary's face with the little girl. Like there's like a I can't find it anywhere. I found it before and then it's just like all deleted. It's like nowhere to be found anymore. Like there's like
They're
all these
cleaning up.
people are into I feel like they're all into like this shit, like to be like famous and stuff. It's like to have
But when you're at the
power.
top, don't you get bored of just normal shit? So you do. It's just like drugs. You do
I
drugs
don't
and
know,
you
like,
do more
how could you
drugs.
get bored? Just go on Twitch, donate to immigrants. There's so many things to do.
Drugs
on
aren't
there.
enough for them at that point. They're coked
Why
up in enough
fucking
meth.
kill babies, bro?
Yeah, what's the obsession with kids? Like
Yeah, honestly,
killing
bro.
kids. I don't get it. Why?
Wait,
I have
did we all-
a pedo baiting streamer if they really are into underage girls. We're not gonna talk about her. You know what I'm talking about,
That
Moochi.
one person.
That one person, yes, man.
Not the right podcast. Maybe next one.
But yeah, please continue with the conspiracy theory. Like I said, I'm not very well versed in this arena, so I'm here to get educated by Professor Yui.
Professor Yuri actually just doesn't know. He doesn't. I haven't looked too much into it, but I just find it super interesting. How like old politicians, like it's just like the Epstein Island kind of thing. They all just do this crazy, weird shit, like, and it's all linked into like what is this fucking owl god? Like, is it some satanic
Owl
shit?
god.
Yeah, it's an owl god. They worship some owl god.
Look at Botox. Look, this something
I
terrible
see
today.
little Botox.
I know. Should I go yell at him? He did something terrible today.
We cooking up. We sacrifice him
I
to
think
the
we
owl
should.
god.
I think we should sacrifice Botox to the owl god.
Yes, let's sacrifice.
Is it
them.
called Moloch, right? It's the Moloch.
Yeah, Moloch. Yeah,
and I think
so.
it's like a Jewish, like, it's before Christianity. I think it might be a Jewish demon or something. Back in the days, they put like actual human in the little statues, and they'll sacrifice. But now it's just like fake effigies.
Owl god. I'm looking at it. Looks like a cow.
A cow?
It
No
looks
way.
like a cow.
I
There's
think
no
it's.
way.
I literally looked up owl god. Yeah, Moloch came up, and then it's a picture of a cow.
It's this, look, it's this thing here. They like build a little statue of it and they set it on fire with a bunch of kids inside it. I'll put it in the chat here. Look, that's what it looks like. I guess. Well, what they can make it out to be like at least. That looks like an owl a little bit. Is
Yeah,
that, I
yeah.
don't know. Kind of.
Wait, that does look like a cow.
A cow? That looks like a cow.
That's a cow. Look up Moloch. It looks like a cow. Oh, I'm not looking at the
Hi,
picture you sent
Shanky.
in the group chat. I'm just
We're
looking
Oh,
looking
yeah.
at this picture.
Yeah. Oh, also, I
Okay,
think
okay.
this movie on Netflix is based on that, right? Like, I think.
What? Which movie?
Oh, never mind. It's a different movie. But I
How?
was gonna say this movie, The Ritual, on Netflix, is kind of based on one of these like crazy, terrifying, like.
Hi, Laura. Oh wait,
Monster from
Jackie.
mythology.
Someone said, you know, the Sharon Stone movie that actually inspired The Killer. Okay, so like he was inspired by the
Oh, by the
movie.
Sharon Stone movie.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
was inspired by that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it was a pretty hot scene, but like, I wouldn't recommend, trying that at home with your loved ones.
I would.
Yo, I look at Moloch. It does look like a cow.
Con
But y'all
Con,
should
how
check
are you,
out
Con
the
Con?
Ritual on Netflix.
Wait,
You
Con
have
Con,
to
I
watch it.
DM you.
Crazy. But yeah.
Wait,
please
Echo, are you into conspiracy theories? Do you know more?
I love listening to conspiracy theories. Like, I think the most recent
the most
conspiracy one.
bizarre one you
Why
believe in?
The
Ew.
bizarre. I believe in.
Stop.
Yeah, well,
Con.
you want to bizarre one you want to believe in at least. You don't.
I feel
believe, but you
like
would
I don't
to.
really like choose to believe. More like I just listen to what they have
What's the
to
most bizarre
say.
one? I could tell you more. I'll guarantee I can tell you a more bizarre one after.
The whole theory of a Middle Earth, like there's an actual like a whole nother Earth
Okay.
in the center of the Earth. That is like crazy, and like there was like a whole like U.S. like what do you call it? Like an exploration expedition to like Antarctica. Like they sent like thousands of
I
troops
love
there,
Antarctica theories.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they sent them all there, but they did like made everyone sign a, you know, you can't say anything, an NDA and all that. And somebody wrote a book saying like there's something there. I can't say what.
Yeah,
but
I heard
we
about
went to
that.
go do something there, and they say like the entrance to the center of the Earth is in Antarctica somewhere.
Alex Jones says the same shit. He's like,
Yeah.
if someone gives me a film crew, I'll give them $1 million to go with me, and we'll definitely find something. I don't know. Antarctica's super interesting because what, like every single country agreed that no one can go there. Like since
Yeah.
when does every country agree on something? They
Entrance.
agree on
Yeah, why would
going-
you send like 1,000 troops there?
Like
it's
to
a literal, like,
reptilians?
documented exploration done by the U.S.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, why do you send all those people there? Then they sent like tons of artillery there too, and I'm just like, but nobody's there, right?
Of course.
Right?
Do you guys believe in reptilians? I feel like
Yeah.
that's they lived
How-
in Antarctica or something, like reptilians.
No, I think
Lizard people.
I think the reptilian theory, it links into them living in like cave systems under us.
Mm.
But
I
That's-
said you later.
it's a bit,
Funky.
yeah, that's what I heard. They live in cave systems, and there's people have found like weird cave entrances, and they've recorded them, and a week later they'll go there, and this cave entrance is like completely blocked off, and just not there anymore. They either disappear or completely blocked off.
I
I
mean,
think there's
there's
a
no
particular
way.
hole too somewhere where they're like, if you
No
listen
way in
in, or
hell,
they
we're
sent
by
something down to record the
ourselves.
sound all the way deep into the earth, and they say they can like hear people talking and
So what is
screaming.
deep? Like, what is in there? What is underneath all these holes?
The lizard people.
The lizard.
Mermaids and lizards, yes.
You guys know, like in Islam, there's like a little verse about people living in the center of the earth and how they're like
Oh, really?
locked away. Yeah, there's like people that are like, I don't know if they're people or what they are, but like they're locked away and they're gonna like destroy us pretty much, like stuff, something about
Do they
that.
have like Wi-Fi down there?
You know, who
Yeah.
knows what they have? I feel
5G.
like
It's,
they have
5G
better
internet.
technology than us, and they can just like wipe us clean.
it's Hillary's children down there.
Oh,
With
sheesh.
all the sacrificed
Bro,
children.
why do all politicians look so weird? Like, have you seen the videos of like politicians just having their face just do all this weird shit where it just like changes a little bit, their eyes and stuff?
Cause
No,
they're
I haven't.
reptilians. I don't think they're human. There's no way all these like powerful people are like actually human.
That's wild. That's wild.
There's some like elite forces that's like controlling us and the earth.
I think the most bizarre shit I've heard is from Alex Jones. This guy's like, he spends his whole life on conspiracy theories basically. I'm looking into weird shit. His I think the favorite thing I've heard from him, the most bizarre thing, I definitely don't believe it, but it sounds it's quite incredible. The thing with Alex Jones, right, is he's like one of the only people to do loads of research on like conspiracy theories and shit, and actually get stuff right. He was the first person to get the
King of
Einstein
dump.
Island right like 20 years ago before anyone's even heard about it, and a few other shits. But my favorite thing from him is how the government just doses up people on loads of LSD and DMT, and they trip balls and talk to aliens, and that's how.
Can I meet those?
Yeah,
that's
I'm super interested on
And that's
the
so-
trips, but
what?
using
Flat
DMT
Earth?
and
Wait,
like
he's a
how
flat
people
earther?
feel like they have out of body experiences, and they like talk
Yeah.
to like higher levels of beings while they're in the state. And when people describe the beings they're talking to, everyone describes like the same type of
Yeah.
person or thing, and that's so strange.
It's
know?
like you're
How?
unlocking yourself to a different kind of dimension. Oh, and I saw this comment. So some other story. It's like
How do they?
when they saw these
what they
beings,
look
it's
like?
like they're surprised you're there. They're kind of like interested, like how you hear in a sense.
Wait, what did they look like?
If you, to be
You
honest,
know, like
if you,
Bard, right? Bard and the little like chime thingies.
Yeah,
like people
yeah.
like describe them as like glowing versions of that. Like they don't really have like
The
a
chime
form, but they're just like
things?
glowing little blobs, the little chime things. Yeah, they're kind of like that. And they would describe them like that, and they're always very welcoming and warm, and they want to like bring you
Yeah.
in and hug you and show you things, and it's just like crazy. Like everybody describes the same sort of thing.
apparently, if you dose yourself up on enough DMT and LSD, they apparently, that is how our invention in this world is made. Like the crazy inventions we've made by the government, that's how they do it. Apparently these are the creatures that tell them how to, you know, develop the world in a sense.
That's fucking
Yeah.
wild.
Like, how the fuck you make Wi-Fi out of like trees? Like, out of like,
Yeah.
like, what do you think about it? Like, what the heck is Wi-Fi? Like, how the heck do you just like make it?
They're just really fucked up, man, and they just like, oh, dude, but what if, you know?
Who made Wi-Fi?
Yeah, like how? That's
Yo,
so
both
weird. Like, how the
God.
fuck you make that shit?
Real quick.
That's kind
Physics,
of why I like
man.
it.
Who
Like, how
the
do you
fuck
actually
make
make
physics?
shit like Wi-Fi? Like, actually, dude. Like, who's telling these people how to make it, dude?
How do magnets work?
I don't-
Exactly how?
I don't know, man. I do gotta say, I appreciate the person who made Wi-Fi. Thank you. But make it better next time.
Stupid loser.
Did you guys see the new Tesla AIs that they're coming out with?
No,
They're coming up with actual AIs.
it's kind of wild.
And I heard
but-
about how they're making a program for driving AI in the city because they only have it for like the freeway system right now, so they're testing it like in San Francisco, like within the city, so see if it can react fast enough and stuff like that.
Yo, Moochie's eyes just changed
yeah.
real weird. Are you a?
I'm a reptilian. He's oh god.
Yo, Botox be moving a little different too. I don't think
You
he-
never know, Jackie. Botox do be a bit fishy, you know what I'm saying? Sheesh, Botox! But guys, like, there's no way in hell we're the only, like, intellectual species on this earth. Like, I don't know. I feel like there is, like, other aliens that be living with us.
You really think so?
I don't know, sister. I don't know.
Like, you think they like hot aliens or they just like?
I
ugly
think they
assholes?
will
They
kill
probably
you.
have code laws.
Cute.
What about UFOs and shit? There's a lot more talk about UFOs and spottings of that stuff now. What do you guys think UFOs are? What are your theories and like views on UFOs?
Jack Bezos
Bezos, dude,
Jeff
I
Bezos.
wouldn't even doubt that
or
actually.
Jeffrey Bezos, yeah.
Jeff Bezos.
I went
All the rich
stargazing like last week. The amount of weird shit you
Who
see
goes
up there.
stargazing?
You know
Me, I
what?
don't
You know what it must
stargazing.
be? They must be sending all the sacrificial children up on those things now instead of them into the ground. They put them up in the air.
Yes.
Holy shit.
Are in the
that's wild.
ocean? Yo, I think
No,
so
honestly,
too.
Drug me with LSD, I'm down.
You know, I feel like there's more stuff in the ocean than outer space at this point. Cause
Wasn't it that NASA first wanted to explore the ocean,
yeah,
but
and
then
why
they
didn't
spotted something and they changed their entire plan to explore space instead.
Really, they changed
their
entire
first.
plan?
Yeah, well, their first plan was to explore the ocean. I'm pretty sure, but then that completely changed, and they wanted to go into space stuff.
And why is that?
Yeah, why
I don't
is
know, I didn't
that?
look into it.
Professor,
You're supposed
Professor,
to be educating us,
I'm
Professor.
a health doctor, not
Oh.
conspiracy theories, bro. I fix like humans.
I don't know. We invited you to this conference because we heard you have the expertise on it.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I can just soak
Because
a bunch Russia
Russia
of dumb
said
shit.
they're
That's
gonna
about it,
do-
mate.
Oh, okay. Simon told me NASA went to space because Russia said they were gonna be the first in space.
Yeah, that's also a thing. yeah,
and
they don't release
America is
Russia.
like, hell no,
Yeah, they're not having any of that.
America.
America.
But hey, yo, what if there's like actual like mermaid people in deep sea like
What
us?
would it look like?
I feel like they'll be translucent because if you see like the deep sea animals, they're like translucent as fact. Like
Yeah,
you
they'll
can
be,
see
like,
their
blobby.
inside. Yeah, yeah. I feel like that's what they're gonna
Do
look
y'all
like.
have the like what is that called? Like there's like a phobia.
A fear of like the deep ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
Deep
don't have that
sea
fear.
phobia. Do you have it, Moochi? Hold on, let me find this like image. If you look at
I'd
this and
buy
it
this
makes you
shirt.
shiver, then. But
I
you
have
guys
like
continue.
phobia of a lot of shit, man.
I fear of getting stuck at sea, but not necessarily like the deep ocean.
Look at Botox.
Oh yeah, yeah. If you like,
Yeah.
You
look at-
casually go down the deep ocean, not get scared into the black nothing.
You know what is scary
This
about is like
is-
the going deep into the ocean, right? And then the whole pressurization changes. There are like people who have been in suits, and then the pressure would suddenly change, and then they'll become like human, like soup because of the pressure being so
Oh, yeah,
great,
yeah.
right? That's
Wait,
scary. Okay, that's scary. Yeah.
What's scary? Can you say that again?
Just how much pressure is placed on your body if you go deep and deep into the ocean.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah, that's really scary. Yeah.
But you wouldn't be scared just swimming down to darkness, not knowing anything that's down there?
No, I don't know actually.
Echo's an alpha, dude.
I want to see what a giant kraken. That'd be so cool. I want to see one of those.
Yeah. I want to fly an orc.
Atlantis isn't.
Orcs
Wait,
are the most
Atlantis
yeah,
isn't
orcs are the
it
most disgusting
Bermuda
fish in the sea.
Triangle? What the
They
fuck?
literally bully
Bermuda
like
Triangle?
fish for fun as a bonding experience. They'll just like throw a random fish up in the sea up in the sky over and over again just as a bonding experience. Without killing it. They're disgusting.
They torture it. Pegasus Galaxy? Are you just making shit up, motherfucker?
I saw like a while ago. I'm so
Dolphins beat the shit out of sharks. Wait.
Okay, I'm gonna post a couple pictures in the
Alright,
group
let me
chat.
see.
Let me know if y'all like, if this makes you like, you know, uncomfortable. Like, oh, I don't like this.
These are real fish?
I feel like you just like die. I feel like they'll just like eat you, you know, and you're just like dead, just like that. If like
I think I could take that guy on. That guy's no problem.
Sharks are just misunderstood, okay?
They're misunderstood. They literally pull. Okay. You know, I think I'd take on the last one as well. It doesn't look like too much of a fight. Yeah.
That last one that you just posted, that one's cute, actually.
like on your paws.
That's the glizzy gobbler. Damn.
But yeah, basically, like I don't know, there are people that are actually scared of like the deep, deep ocean.
Are you scared of it? You're scared
I'm
of
scared
it?
of it.
I mean, they eat you, and then I think you'll be like alive in their belly for a while.
Yeah,
Because
you're
they don't like chew
the
you up; they just swallow you, right?
bee in their stomach acid slowly
damn.
burning.
Mm.
Wasn't there like a movie? Is it Kirsten
Oh.
Stewart that was in? Like they were like balls deep in the ocean, and then they were fighting these monsters.
Oh, I've seen the trailer. I think.
Yeah, it was pretty entertaining. It's kind of garbage, but entertaining garbage. But anyways, back to the conspiracy theory. Professor Yui, please.
Bro, conspiracy. Why me? What I thought.
This is your area of expertise.
My expertise is the human body. That's what I studied for 25 years.
Okay, tell us about the human body. Go on.
Yeah,
Your
do you believe in, what is it,
conspiracy.
the third eye chakra?
Yeah.
I actually do. Yeah, no, I actually completely do believe in that.
Where's your third eye then? Show us.
It's in your foreskin.
Oh, I
No,
thought
it's
it was
right here.
between your butt cheeks.
Oh god. Fucking Jackie.
No, but what about the third eye?
I don't
Tell us-
think
tell
Moochi
us
got
what
the
it
third
is.
eye.
yeah, Moochie's the one that can see auras and
Moochi-
stuff.
Moochi has the third eye.
She does like astral projecting and stuff. Tell us about that.
Okay,
bitch.
I could when I was like younger, and then because I faced like a lot of trauma and just all that shit, so now I can't anymore, sadly.
What could you see when you had your like third eye?
I could see aura. I think I still can, but I just don't practice it, and I could see like spirits.
What does
Wait.
it mean to see auras? Like
Is it like colors?
Like
Yeah,
color,
it's like
yeah.
colors like around someone. Like I could
Be
see
like
it.
Naruto when they're like, ooh, you know, like, ooh, like I'm like getting my chakra ready, and it like glows around me.
So what color are we? What color am I?
I can't tell over the screen.
Wait,
I have
what,
to be in
what,
front
what
of you.
color are you? What color? Can you see your own color?
Last time when I saw my own color, it was white.
And what does that mean?
Wait, yeah, what does the color mean? What is
It
this?
like it changes depending like on your environment, your mental health, like your mood. So I think
Oh.
white is just like pure and like, you know, like psychic
Pure.
abilities. Shut up. But it can also mean like bad thing. I think black is like when
That
there's like
that and the okay.
You say at least fapping?
Oh, I said bad thing.
Oh, okay. I thought you
But
said-
why? Yeah, like Shrunken said, it can be like bad too. Like it could be like some negative, but also like black is like when there's like depression around you, like you're going through something,
yeah.
the environment. And I think green is like something to do with your health and sometimes happiness.
You're
Does
like
that
a
mean-
vegetable if you're green.
So like, does that mean you're healthy or unhealthy when you see green?
It could mean like you should be focusing on your health, something like that.
That's so. That's
It's been a while. I don't remember a lot of it. Like it really depends on like the person. So yeah.
What else? What else does the third eye do?
You can see spirits and interact. I don't know if I ever told you
How many
guys, but I
spirits
would
you
see. I used to see this one spirit growing up. It's like a spirit of a guy, and he was like my
Was he
age.
hot?
I don't remember his face. All I know is like he had like brown hair with like blonde highlights, and I started seeing him in my dreams, and then I would see him in like the corner of my eyes, and then in high school I was like talking to my friend, and I see like this guy just like looking at me from like a corner, and I was just like, who is that? Like I told my friend, like, do you see that? Do you see this guy? And he was just like, he was staring at me, and he just like went behind like something, like he was like, and then he was like, what do you mean there's like literally no one there? I'm like, no, there's a guy. Like he was like staring at me, and then I'm just like, can you come? And then like we go and we see, and there's like absolutely nothing. Like the room was empty, like nothing there, and like I would like see this person in my dream a lot, but I don't anymore.
Oh my god. That is wild.
Wow.
What about like astral projecting and stuff? Is that like what you did that, right?
Yeah, astral
is that like?
projecting is like an outer body experience where I would go to like it sometimes I'll be in like a different planet, sometimes I'd be like in the sky. I've seen like I and
Yeah,
then
tell us what you see.
I don't know, I was like floating in sky, and then the sun was like huge and red and clouds everywhere, and there was like big statues of like
Is this
angels.
like in your dreams or just like on a daily
It's-
basis? You're just like doing math homework and then all of a sudden you're like.
No,
floating.
it does outer body experience. You have to be like laying down, and like the vision is really weird. You don't see through your eyes, you see through like your forehead. Like that's how you know, because
Do you,
you
get
can
to choose where you go?
yeah, you can like go wherever. And like I went to like I saw like big angel statues with like swords, and the
Does-
angels had like so many wings, and like some of them had like armor, like, and I was just floating. And I've also seen like a really evil spirit once
Oh.
when I was really young. We went on vacation, and I was like by a window. It was like really late at night, and then something was like pulling my hair. I was like, the fuck? Like who keeps pulling my hair? And then like it started like scratching like my neck. I turn around and I see like this really disfigured man, just like terrifying looking thing. Like it smells so bad, and this bitch was like staring at me, and it just like disappears. Like the fuck? Like what the fuck?
Did you not like scream and cry and be like, nah?
I was just like shocked, and then at night like something was like knocking on our door like all night, just like knocking.
Holy shit. Sheesh.
Jeez.
Sheesh kebab, bro. That's crazy.
It was scary.
What other ghosts have you seen? Like never seen a ghost before. Anybody here has seen a ghost?
Yeah, no, actually, me and my brother have, but
What, like,
this is we had a telepathic moment where we both saw the same thing actually. So we were both tripping, right? And we were talking about like our. No, I'm not even joking. Shut up. Okay, I'm not. Okay. So we were both tripping, right? And we were going down like our old path, where we would like, because a lot of the houses we lived in, they'll be really, really old and haunted, and we would get like loads of nightmares and shit. My brother would always never be able to sleep and shit. So we went to one of the biggest houses while we were on the trip, and we started looking over the fence, and he told me, and he was about to tell me something where he saw like a ghostly dark figure jumping over that fence across to the church next to it. and before he even said it, I visualized what he said before he even said, and we both like imagined it, and then we were like, wait, you saw that as well, and I saw it as well. So we both like saw this weird, dark figure just jumping from a house to the next house. It's kind of crazy.
It was like jumping on the roof.
It jumped from the house I used to live in over the fence to like the church, and it was like a second visual, and we both saw it without actually seeing it. It was kind of crazy.
That's crazy.
Wow.
Can you describe it? Like what it looked like?
It's really hard. It's like a blur in a sense. It's like a dark blur in a sense. But you can kind of make out it has like parts to it.
Like a shadow person. Do you guys believe in shadow people?
Oh, shadow people.
shadow
It could be.
yes,
It could be like. It could be something like that. Yeah.
Shadow Man, indeed.
You know, I did an entire project in high school where conspiracy theories on JFK, and mine was the shadow people killed JFK.
Whoa. What happened? Tell us. What did you find?
There was actually nothing, so I had to like make up everything. I found nothing in all of my research. I found nothing, so I had to take like pictures of, you know how like there's black and white pictures are kind of like hard to make out. I'd like point to a blob and be like, see that? That's a shadow person. Do you see it? Look, another one right there.
You see this part? This blurry part? That's a shadow person.
Yeah.
Well, the only time I encountered a shadow person was when I had like sleep paralysis, and then it was a shadow person like behind me. But when I woke up, I couldn't turn around because obviously I was paralyzed in my sleep. So I never, saw the shadow person. And then when I was doing shrooms, I was tripping balls, and the shadow person was like there. And then ever since then, I never had sleep paralysis again. It's kind of crazy. It's like the shadow person, joined me out. I did some shrooms, and the shadow person was there, and then he was like dancing with the unicorn in the clouds and shit. And then I was just like no longer.
Did you talk to it? Did you ask it? Why the fuck you tormenting me?
Yeah, what the fuck you do in my apartment? But no, that apartment, that was my apartment back in college, and it's the only haunted places I've lived at, and it's because I bought this, black dream catcher from Mexico, and you're not supposed to. Dream catchers are supposed to be colorful and cute, and I bought, a black one made of, animal leather and shit, and my mom's, fortune teller believed that shit was haunted, and ever since I got rid of it, wait, hold on, is it just me, or is Echo and Moochi frozen?
I think Echo is frozen for me.
For a second, I was like, holy shit, what's happening?
Did you burn it? What did you do to it? Just in the garden?
I hid it in my closet for a while. I just didn't hang it anywhere, and then everything was fine. And then when I moved to this apartment, I finally just threw that shit away. But when I had it out hanging, around in my bedroom and stuff, I would. Back in college, it was the weirdest time. I would just be getting chills at 3-4 in the morning, and I would wake up and I would just maybe just not really seeing things, but feeling the presence of something.
Yeah. Wait, but isn't sleep paralysis and nightmares and stuff how spirits get to you? Because you're in a weakened state when you're dreaming, and that's how kind of you get paralyzed.
Yeah, when I was younger, they said sleep paralysis is when a ghost or spirit demon is sitting on you, taking your energy away.
Yeah, because I've had three sleep paralysis times I've had, right? And every single time I got sleep paralysis is when I had this weird figure basically trap me in my dream. And every single one of those dreams, it completely trapped me, in whichever way. I can describe the ways you guys want, but it would trap me, and the only way to escape from that trap is kind of screaming through my mind, because I can't scream, I can't move, and you kind of just scream through your mind, and when you wake up, you can still feel it's kind of there, but you just broke out of it. And one time, dude, so I had this sleep paralysis moment, and I feel it kind of got to me, because I was had sleep paralysis the first few minutes. I woke up and I was like, oh shit, but then I got out and I felt this really intense anger I had, it kind of had me in a sense, and I was just super angry, and I felt so different for an entire day. It was weird. Mookie remembers that, because I was talking to her.
Possessed by like when you were paralyzed in your sleep?
Sorry, what?
I think he was like almost possessed because
Yeah,
he would
no,
just
I
be
was.
angry over everything. Like
And
super
the other
angry.
weird thing, apparently when a spirit demon takes over you, you get like a lot more strength. I was working out at the time and I was literally doing double my weight I was normally doing. It was ridiculous. I
Holy.
full on was doing double what I could normally do. It was insane.
I
It was
made
really
him
weird.
listen to like some like positive messages and stuff like that, and then it just went away.
It made me angrier. Yeah,
yeah,
no.
that means it was probably like working on you if it was like making you so angry. And
Crazy.
then over time it got better.
Like,
So.
how do you think you attracted
Rockstar.
like the spirit though, or like the ghost, the demon, whatever? Like,
I
did
think-
you do something?
I think they've always been like attracted to me and my brother since we were kids. I feel like we in a sense carried them over from where we were born because we were always like living in really weird places. And I feel like we kind of carried those over because my brother always tells me like how the thing he would always see because he would always also get like weird visions of like creatures, I guess, in his nightmares, and it would always be the same thing. It would always be the same thing, but we would move houses and stuff, but it would always appear over and
Thank
over
you
again.
for
And
the
the thing is,
follow.
the one time we saw the thing jumping over the fence onto the church, that was the thing he would always see.
Hi, Cassie.
That was the thing,
Enjoy. How are
trapping
you?
him, and we saw it, and I saw it as well. It's kind of weird.
That's crazy.
You know, my old room, the room beside this room, I feel like there's something in it because whenever cause I used to stay there and I would have like a sleep paralysis every single day. Like, and one day I woke up and I saw like this little girl in front of me. She just like looked scary as fuck, and then she was like talking to me like, let me in. I'm gonna fucking eat your soul. Like, she was like saying really fucked up shit, and over time this bitch, like, her voice like started being like demonic as fuck. Like, she was just like, I'm gonna fucking eat you, I'm just like, what the fuck? And like now my dad is like, he stays
Maybe
in that
you
room.
are possessed, Moochi, because you be like talking that voice sometimes. Like,
Dude,
you are.
Yeah.
I think I heard it the other day.
I'm telling you, and now my dad stays in that room, and every single night, like around 2-3, he's like screaming like in his sleep, like he's like yelling, like trying to fight something. And I like talk to him about it. I'm just like, why do you like scream? And he's like, I don't know, there's like someone that's like that tries to fight me, and like it hurts me in my sleep. And I feel like,
Beating little girls now.
You know, like, have you guys tried any, like, you know, I don't know, putting a rice in the room to get rid of the bad spirits? That's what I do to get rid
wait,
of
rice?
the bad
What would this rice do?
rice. Like in China, like if you just put rice in the corners and the little crevices, it like gets rid of bad spirit. And that's what I always do, like when like spooky shit happens in my apartment. And, like,
Once
the
a
house.
year, and then like as soon as we move in, we always like cleanse the area or like cleanse the business, bring like a monk in, and they'll do their thing.
You can do it yourself to just buy incense and then like make sure your doors are like your windows are open. Like just leave the incense by the window and then
I
light
saged that room, like I saged our entire house, and then for like a while that room was like okay, and then it's like slowly starting back up again. Cause it's like connected to my backyard, and I feel like
you
there's like
you should just
something.
leave some rice in the room, like
Rice,
in the
yeah.
little corner, and then light some incense every now and then. Oof. When I feel spooky, when I feel like something isn't right, I just, you know, get rid of the bad energy by putting some rice.
I
My
had
very
like
trusted-
horrible experiences in that room. One time I was sleeping, and I heard like something walking up the stairs, like really heavy steps, like it was like really slowly, really heavy, and I thought it was like my sister. And then it laid down beside me, and it was like hugging me. I think I told you guys this before. I don't even remember, but it was like,
No.
yeah, the shit was like hugging me really tight, and I thought it was just my sister cuddling with me. And then I hear this bitch like talking to my mom downstairs. I'm like, what the heck is this beside me, like breathing heavy, like. And then I woke up, and I was just like, hey, did you come cuddle me? And she's like, the fuck, no. And like, what the fuck was that? That room is like haunted. Like, I feel like there's something there.
That's fucking crazy, bro. If that shit happened to me, I would be moving the fuck out right away. Like,
Me too.
like I don't know, the sleep paralysis that I had, the 2 times I think.
I couldn't
didn't
What
move.
happened
see
to
I
the sleep
couldn't move.
paralysis? Like, how did that happen? Like, did you get trapped in your dream? Like, what happens inside of the dream?
It was like, so when I went to bed, like I had the door behind me, my bedroom
Hi,
door,
honey,
like
how
half
are you?
open, right? And there's like sort of some light shining onto the wall. There's like shadow and stuff, and I had the
She's
cover
not
like
streaming tonight.
up to my face.
I
That's
think.
how I
Yeah.
usually sleep.
Just
And then
taking
in
a
my
little
dream,
break.
like it's the same exact like setup. My bedroom door was open. There is a fucking shadow man walking back and forth behind me, like into my living room and then back into my bedroom and then back out into the living room. And then my face was still facing the wall, like so I couldn't see him. And then I woke up, my eyes were open. I was staring
Look
at
at
the wall
Botox.
and like and see the light like shining onto the wall, and I felt the presence. I felt like the guy was still behind me, but I couldn't move. Like I couldn't turn around. I wanted to turn around, but I couldn't turn around, and I couldn't make any sound. And then I just kind of like tried to like wiggle my toes, and then like, and then I think
just did
after
that.
a little bit, I was able to move, and I turned the lights on. I just couldn't sleep that night, and I think for like the next 2 weeks or something like that, I couldn't sleep until the sun, was up.
Did
And
you have
it was just like
Botox then?
I have Botox then. Like Botox like had always been weird like in this apartment. Like he would always like just in the middle of the night he would go outside and start like meowing into the dark. Like he doesn't even do that here. Like he doesn't do that in this apartment. He doesn't do that in my previous apartment. But in that apartment, like he will always just like go into the living room and start meowing into the air like for no reason. And then another thing that was like really creepy was the fuck. It had a walk-in closet, so it had like a dressing room, and it was always dark in there and always cold. Even though like it's attached to the rest of the apartment, and there's like a heater like right outside of that room, but for some reason, like every time I walk into that like dressing room, it's like freezing in there, and there's just like that apartment just gave me bad vibes. But yeah, that's like
My ones are a bit different because you say your ones you kind of have the same scenario in your dream. My ones I get like lured into like this weird different world, and I guess the demon or spirit, it lures me into this weird place, and I slowly guess I follow its trap and I get trapped into it. Whatever it'll be, like one time I remember it lured me to like this weird different place, and I went up to a hotel, and in the fridge is where I somehow got wrapped around a blanket and couldn't move a single inch of my body or breathe or anything. My ones are a bit different. My ones I get lured in, and then when I'm trying to, most of the sleep paralysis happens in the dream. Like I can feel I'm suffocating. I can't breathe or move while I'm kind of dreaming, but I can kind of tell I'm actually alive and I should probably be breathing. But then the only way I escape is I scream through my head somehow, and it escapes the paralysis. They've all been really close. Like one of them I was so out of breath when I woke up. It was pretty bad.
What about Panda? Like, how does he react when all that happens?
Oh, you remember that the one time the fucking thing possessed me. I brought Panda in my room the one time I got possessed by a thing, and Panda was literally looking around my room like crazy. He was like looking all over the place, like he was seeing something move around, and it was in the same place, like right there, and his eyes would just follow it back and forward, back and forward. He would never do it. Normally Panda's just there sleeping, looking at his like toe beans. There he's just staring at the wall, like mooing, like making weird mooing sounds. And then I would pick him up and put him towards him, and he would run away. He would literally, instead of protecting me, he would literally run away. And so I go to the corridor, Panda, come back here. What is that you're looking at? I show him it again. He starts looking at it, back and forth, like, what is that? And he runs away. My cat was literally scared of it.
holy shit.
Yeah.
They can
Damn.
sense all that stuff.
Are like
They
are these
can.
like spirits? Are they not scared of like cats and animals?
Yeah, does
guess not
Birdie
Panda.
ever like react?
Birdie
Yeah.
doesn't do anything. I mean, Birdie like when
Birdie just
chirps,
screams
it
at everything.
Yeah, like Birdie doesn't chirp for a reason.
We're all
so
demons.
I would never be able to tell if it's because of a fucking demon or if she just like wants attention. But Botox does like meow. Because when he was little, he was not a vocal cat. Now he's a lot more vocal. Back when he was little, he would never like make any meow sounds. And then he would do that at night at my old apartment, like just for no reason. That kind of spooked me. But I don't know. Sheesh.
You know,
I think cats are just like have that like
yeah,
energy.
yeah, they have like psychic power and they actually protect us. Seamus like started hanging out in that room often, so like my dad hasn't been like screaming. So
Oh,
and
shit.
I guess,
sometimes at night he just like starts like screaming, like which he never does. And like recently he just started yelling and waking my dad up like before I could like before something happens to my dad, he wakes my dad up.
Sheesh, bro.
Yeah.
Panda built different, just leaves.
He's a pussy,
Mess
dude.
with this shit. You know, something like that.
He's bigger than a dog as well. This cat is bigger than a dog and he's scared of it.
Does he meow? Like I never heard Panda meow.
He moves. He was moving at it.
Can you
Like,
mimic his move?
Like
I
that.
think
He was
he's the
not-
possessed one. This
Yeah,
cat.
Panda's not sleep paralysis demon.
Maybe possessed by a dog. Maybe.
Yeah.
Possessed by a cow, more like mooing.
Do you guys have
Funny.
any scary attic stories? Shrunken said,
Attic stories?
yeah, he said the attic at his parents' house make noises no matter like the weather, and they can't like trace anything. Like they don't know why like sounds come
attic.
from attic. Yeah.
Not really. I mean, like back in my grandparents' like apartment, like there is like a room in the back. I don't know what it was even for. It's just a random room, and there's like this old ass wardrobe in there. Everything was like old and creepy, but there was nothing like too spooky that happened there. Like it's just bad vibes. Like I'm not that spiritual person. Like I don't really have that connection like you guys do. Like
Actually, nothing's ever happened to me, but it's because I like actively avoid it. I think like sleep paralysis, things like that. Like I'll actively not open my eyes. I'll actively like not go looking for what is that, what is this. Like I don't want to try to make eye contact with any spirit ever because I don't want it coming with me anywhere I go. So I just like nothing's happening. Nope.
The only scary attic like was when I like moved out of my first apartment in New York. I was out looking for my second apartment, and I went to this like really cheap. For some reason, it was super cheap. It's like downtown Manhattan, New York City, and a duplex, or I should say,
Someone fucking
that
died
had, like
in
3
there.
stories,
Sheesh.
and it was like insanely cheap for this location. And I was like, whoa, I want to live here. And me and my mom went to this apartment, and then I think I told you guys the story before. It's like that building used to be like a what is that? Like just where a bunch of
Oh my
homeless
god,
people
Carly, you scared the shit
Like, it
out
was
of
like
me.
the asylum or
Motherfucker,
something. People would
Carly,
jump
thank
off the
you,
stairs and
baby.
commit suicide in this
Thank you,
building.
Carly.
I kind of forgot what the building was, but I didn't know this at the time. I went into this
Thank you, hi
apartment, and I
everyone.
went all the way to the. I guess it's sort of like an
We're
attic.
doing a
like,
scary
up top on the
podcast,
first floor.
guys. Welcome.
And
Hi guys.
and
Thank you,
there was,
Carly.
like,
I love
crazy
you.
guy just coming out of like from the neighbor, like the door the unit
Thank
next
you,
door.
Carly,
And then ever
love
since
you.
I visited this apartment, the
Hello.
apartment that I was living in started becoming a little spooky, and my mom was convinced that I brought something back home from this like crazy attic looking fucking unit. And we had to like do the whole rice and incense method.
We're
Like
just
at
doing
that
scary
time,
stories.
my smoke detector was
creepy
beeping,
stuff.
like right around like midnight, and the Wi-Fi would just like go off, and then the security camera, the pet camera that I had, would just
Please
stop working,
English,
like,
happy
all half
mind.
right around midnight,
I
like
don't
for
speak.
a whole entire week, and we were just like
How
so
are
confused.
you?
'Cause
Thank
we
you,
changed the
Carly.
batteries
Love
for the
you.
smoke detector. We had no idea why the fucking Wi-Fi and the pet camera would just stop working either. So my mom went to her trusted fortune
I would
teller,
die.
and
Facts.
then the guy was like, "Yeah, there's a ghost like lurking on your daughter's bed. I can see it. It's going like this."
Oh my god.
And then the fortune teller was like, "You should get like a red blanket because red is like the color to get rid of all the bad energies in China, right?" And he was like, "You should just wrap your daughter in red blanket for a while." And then, because like, holy shit, like the way the fortune teller described it is like there's literally a fucking ghost just like this on my bed this whole entire fucking time. I was like,
Oh my
sleeping
God.
with the fucking ghost.
I was like,
Mm.
holy shit, that's creepy.
I would
But-
dip right away. What the
No,
fuck?
but see, I was literally moving out of that apartment. It was like just like the week before we were about to move out, and then all this spooky shit happened, and we're just like, you know what, let's get the fuck out of here. And I think we brought something back from that attic, but we're not sure. But the attic, I did do some research afterwards. There was some like wild shit that happened in there, so I wouldn't doubt it. But yeah, that place was
Thank you,
creepy as fuck.
Wait, do you know how long the attic was abandoned for?
It wasn't abandoned. Like it was.
Oh.
It used to be like a hotel or like some sort of shit, but like for really broke and like homeless people in New York City. And then it was turned into a residential building. But they never changed the layout. So like the stairs are still like old and creaky, and then the center is all shallow, so you can be on the top floor. You can look straight down to the ground floor. It's like one of those like asylum, scary looking like building layout, and they never bother changing that.
Were you like the
You know,
first person that went to like see
Oh no,
it?
there were people living in there. Like there were other people. It was an open house, so like it wasn't a unit just for other renters like to come check it out. They were trying to rent out that unit on the top floor with the attic and shit. And then I went to take a tour, and before we even walk into the unit, there's like a guy like in like fucking I don't know some crazy outfit. Like he's like old and boomer and like weird looking. You know, just walk out of the unit right next door. And like I didn't really give a fuck because I just thought, you know, this place is so cheap and it's like prime location, downtown New York, like so close to school. But my mom just had the bad feelings about this apartment. She was like, you shouldn't get it. But I was just like, I really want it. But I'm glad I didn't live there. Who would have thought, bro? That place was. Let me see if I can look up. You guys go on and like keep on talking.
Dude,
Let me see what
Jackie, I need to ask. When you had your paralysis things, do you know what times it would happen? What time it would be?
It was definitely like past midnight.
Okay, so apparently there's a thing where the most haunted hours of the day are between like 1 to 3 a.m. And all
Yeah.
3 of my cases happened from 1 to 3 a.m.
Wait,
And
maybe
your case happened between 1 to 3
that's
a.m.
really
as well.
interesting because when I have every time I've had it was in Vietnam, granted, so it's on the other side of the world. I've had it during the day, like 2, 3
Really?
p.m. during the day.
That's weird. That's really weird.
But I mean, I guess if you think about it, it really
Yeah.
is between that dark time in America, though.
Maybe.
Dark time in America.
No, but okay.
I mean,
Like Eastern Standard
Yeah,
Time zone,
like-
But I mean, I consider like everywhere in Vietnam is haunted, like everywhere.
Yeah,
so-
considering like how much like pain and suffering.
Yeah.
But no, like during that time in afternoon is like also pretty haunted. Like
Oh, okay.
yeah, in my country, like a lot of people say don't go after like they don't go out at like mid afternoon
Mhm.
or like around midnight because it's like the most haunted time.
Yeah. I hear that a lot too. They don't tell me to go out. Or like stay in, take a nap or something.
No, I also used to go to like really abandoned buildings and shit when I was like younger. Me and my friend were completely retarded. We would go to the most fucked up places. Like this place, it was buried off by a really, really tall fence, like engraved with the glass shards, and then a barbed wire fence that we had to climb to get. So by the time we got in there, through the fences, we were completely like covered in blood and shit. But then when you get there, you have to like kind of crack open a wooden thing because
Shut
it's
up,
completely
Shrunken.
covered in like,
Silence.
wooden things and shit. It's ancient. This building's absolutely ancient. When we got into it,
I'm fucking dying.
like every basically inch of this house, you could. It's like a little old shed, like village-looking kind of building, and every single inch of this house is like completely covered in spiders and spider webs. The room upstairs, it was filled with like thousands of like stolen credit cards, and then we're like, dude, there has to be more to this house. This house is quite interesting. There was like blood in the mirrors in the bathroom and stuff. Is like as haunted as you can imagine a house to be. So we're like, yo, we should go to the basement. And to get to the basement, like, wait a second, there's a thing we have to pull up. Like, there's like a, you know, when you have to pull up a thing and the stairs come out kind of thing. Really old fashioned.
Like a trapdoor?
I guess, yeah, it was a trapdoor. So we pull open the trapdoor. As you open it, it's completely covered in spider web, every kind of spider you can imagine. So yeah, no, I had an extreme phobia of spiders back then, not anymore really. So he's like, yeah, you go first. And I'm like, okay, yeah, no problem. So as I dip down my legs, I'm like, okay, nothing bad because I have like tracksuits and a jumper. I my head lowers down inside of the basement. I'm completely covered in webs. And he's like, bro, walk back. I have this, I have this massive black fucking widow on my back, just chilling. Those things are like the most poisonous spiders in the world. The UK barely has those. But the thing is, the few seconds I got to look in that basement, this ancient ass basement that no one goes to because it's completely locked off, right? It was really, really weird. Like I could feel a really tense kind of energy in there. Like so behind the stair, I could kind of look back, and there was another door, and it was like half open, and it was like a bit dark. And I was like, dude, this door, I want to go in there. But to get there, you would have to walk through an entire room covered of spider webs. Like, imagine like the Harry Potter like spider web cave, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It's
oh
a bit
God.
like that, but a bit worse. Like you actually just have spiders everywhere. Every inch of the room ceiling covered in like black widows, every kind of spiders, everywhere. And this weird door half open at the back. I'm like, dude, I want to go there, but I wish I kind of want to go back there. Oh yeah, the weird thing is now I thought that I told my brother about this, and he's like, that's the gates of hell. Because the weird thing is, the weird thing is, right, there's the buildings all around it, apart from this house, are being like reconstructed. Every single house around it got completely demolished, and they're building stuff. But in the middle of this construction site, you can see that house is still there. This one ancient house is still in the middle. I'm not even joking. If you go on Google Maps, you can literally see it. Just the one weird house that we were in. But every house around it is completely taken down. And they're rebuilding stuff. They're not taking it down. It's really weird. I've never felt like a more tense, dark energy than that room there. And it's like a complete haunted room. It's insane.
Jeez, bro.
I
Sounds
heard that like if a place is abandoned for too long, like it'll be taken over by like spirits and stuff.
Yeah.
And I heard like a lot of stories where like all these like construction people, they try to like, you know, rebuild a place, like abandoned place, and then they get like nightmares saying if you touch it you'll die. And I heard like when I was young, like someone was telling me about how this man wanted to like cut down like a really old tree, like it was like an abandoned area, and he wanted to like build something, and he like had a dream saying if you touch that tree, like you will die, I will kill you. And
What the fuck?
yeah, and like he didn't care. He's like, yeah, fuck you. And then he still did, and then the next day he like died in his sleep, like after cutting the tree down.
What?
Yeah, there's like so many stories like that. Like they get nightmares when they try to like work, and a lot of people get, yeah.
Oh,
Whenever
dear.
you worked
Okay,
in
I
a
found
scary
the
place.
apartment that I went to visit.
What?
Finally. It's the Atrium, 160 Bleecker Street.
Dude, even the name, what the
Right? It's really cool. Look, this is the city royalty page, but it's the top floor. And here's an article. Apparently it used to be a slum house. And it was turned into like this fucking apartment building. I wish I could find like an inside. You guys would see like how creepy like the inside will be.
Imagine how many people died there, like so many like
Yeah.
people, homeless people just passed
Wonder if
away.
God.
What the fuck did I close this? I can't even. Shut up.
But oh yeah. Okay, this is a really nice picture, but this is what the inside looks like. But that's like definitely fucking Photoshop and shit. Like it does not look that nice. But you guys get what I'm saying. Like
yeah.
That's what the inside looks like. That's not an outside. Like what it looks like from the else. Really, yeah. It's just
I can't
built
see
like
it.
that, and it's kind of crazy. Oh yeah, wait, here's the picture. So you see, they make this shit look so nice, but I'm telling you, it doesn't look that fancy. Like it'd be looking like that. It'd be looking like
That's
that,
scary.
Okay.
looking.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess it's used to. The name of this place used to be Mill's House or something. Mill's House.
Hmm.
But yeah, there's just like people that have committed suicide there and shit, and be kind of crazy, man. I almost lived there. I'm glad I didn't.
What do you?
What life does a spirit live? Like, why do they interact with humans in a sense? Why do they want to do that?
I
Because
think.
we're sexy.
Yeah, often they like either envy us or it's because like we do something to bother them and they just like torment us. That's what I feel like. because like they're like taking over an abandoned place, and then you go and like you disturb them.
Damn. I mean, this place wasn't abandoned though. I wasn't trying to disturb anyone.
I was gonna ask you guys, do you think we can capture ghosts in like pictures and videos?
But
Like,
there's
actually,
so many
like,
shows
capture
of people
them.
trying to capture, and they're all like all fake shows. Like, the amount of people trying to go out to like all these abandoned buildings, and they still like have to fake it. Like, it's way too difficult.
Okay, so I heard this
You-
story about these two guys. They would like,
It's possible.
yeah, like they were just like hanging out near like an abandoned building, and one of the guy was just like videotaping, right, what's around, and then he turned like the video camera towards this other guy, and he saw like something behind this dude like trying to bite him. Like it was like a monstrous, like really ugly thing that's trying to like bite him. And then he took like a picture of it, and then he said after he took the picture, that thing like disappeared, like whatever was like behind him. And then they went up to like a priest, and they're like what is this? Like it actually showed up in the picture, like this like
Oh.
hideous
Can we
disfigured
see
thing.
it, or
The thing is, I don't know. It's,
No,
I
Finding
heard,
these kind of pictures is hard because they get deleted off the internet pretty fast.
yeah,
like
yeah,
this kind
yeah,
of
yeah.
shit.
And then like he went to the priest, and then the priest is like, whatever this thing is, delete this picture. Like you like actually captured it in your phone, so just like delete it. And after
What's
that,
wrong with capturing it in your phone though? Like, do they not like it?
I don't know. He said it was like pissed or something. Like it's like a bad thing. Like then it becomes like a haunted phone.
What?
Hold the phone. You get
Yeah,
bad
like
Wi-Fi.
he was like
what
stuck
is that
in
one
the
game
picture.
called? What, Fatal Frame, where you take
Yeah,
pictures of the
yeah,
ghost?
yeah. Actually, like I feel like it's actually like true. Like you like actually capture like something, and like it's like in there forever.
That's
Haunted
fucking crazy,
phone.
bro. I feel like ghosts, like if they want to be seen, they'll probably show up on pictures. That's just my theory.
Like in my country, there's like a lot of like scary stories like that. I heard, like people don't like black cats because they think they're
Oh, yeah,
evil.
yeah.
I heard this story where like this lady just had like a newborn baby, and then she just like left it alone, and then there was like a black cat like staring at the baby, like by the window, and then she didn't like think of it. She was like, okay, it's just a fucking cat. And then like after like when she was like trying to feed the baby was like sucking on her like titties, like really like viciously, like really aggressive, and it was like hurting. And it was like eating like a lot, like more than a little newborn baby should be eating. And yeah, and then like they were like trying to pray in a room, and the baby was just like crying, like screaming, like not letting them pray. And then they went over to like a priest, and they're like, what's happened? Because back home they're like really into this kind of like
Yeah.
paranormal shit. They're just like, my baby is like acting like this. And then the priest looked over, and then the priest like smacked the shit out of the baby, and it turned into a black cat, and it ran away. And then they're just like, they were like, the fuck happened? And they're just like, well, when the black cat was staring at your baby, it actually ate your baby, and it turned into like your baby. Like, yeah.
The fuck? Like,
Yeah.
that actually happened?
Apparently, like I heard so many stories.
Where did you hear this? That's crazy.
It's like from like a second person. Like they're just like telling
Okay,
the
okay.
stories, and yeah.
Because
Yeah, it's like
capturing
that
that kind
one
of shit on
Japanese movie
video.
on Netflix.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like I feel like people can't just make this shit up. Like it comes from somewhere.
Yeah, some shit just like how something looks like, just like how aliens look like. There's like if there's like old what the
It
fuck is it
turned
called?
into
Like,
the
you know how,
cat.
bro,
It turned into the fucking
how there's
cat.
like drawings on walls that the old fucking humans would do, like the Egyptians and shit. They would draw shit on walls. There are little elephants and rats on walls. They would also draw like the figures of like how
I don't know.
aliens in ancient movies look like, and it would look exactly like that when they would draw it. The big head and the small body. And one of the people I heard that worked in Area 51, like he once saw an UFO in there, right? And apparently, according to him, he was one of the people that was working there, right? He said how one of the creatures, there was a creature that came out of the UFO, and it looked just like the stereotypical alien creature looking like guy. Big head and small body. It's like a baby kind of guy.
Goblins. Sheesh.
But this guy is dead now. He revealed a lot of stuff about the Area 51 before he died. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
What else did he review?
That they're literally
Show
that
us
UFOs are literally in Area 51 and they like experiment on them and they have them. I don't know what they do with them, but they have them there. And they look just like the stereotypical plates you would imagine, I guess.
Sheesh, bro.
What's his name? I don't remember his fucking.
Yeah, Professor Yui, you gotta let us
You
fact
gotta
He-
cite your
it's-
sources.
cite your sources.
They can look up themselves, dude.
Mm. Hold on. Moochi?
Yeah.
Shall we wrap this up?
Yee.
Okay.
Alright, ladies
Yes,
and gentlemen.
ma'am.
I think we definitely exceeded our original 1 hour planned podcast.
Yeah, so it was pretty fun. It's pretty
Yes. Now you guys got me in the mood of watching a horror movie.
Yeah,
fun. I'm
that's
down.
what-
I'm down. Or we play Phasmo maybe.
Oh sheesh. I was thinking y'all should check out that movie, The Ritual, that I was talking about. But yeah, I want to watch how scary shit. But
Is it new? The Ritual, is that new?
no, it's an old movie. It came out like a couple years ago, but it had like the ancient god, sort of like the
Yeah.
owl god you're talking
They go
about.
in the
Yeah.
forest, like bunch of
Yeah.
people.
Oh, let's watch it, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. It's a weird movie for sure. But yeah, thank you, Aiko and Yui, for coming on to our Friday Night Fright. It was a lovely time to have you two experts.
Oh yes, yes.
Sharing your conspiracy theories over here. But thank you guys. It was wonderful. It was amazing.
Thank
And
you.
everybody, please open your wallet to Moochi